with this.
Thank you so much.
Hey, that's a trunk.
Oh, God, it's heavy. We'll show it off later.
Want to pick it up? I'll see if it's heavy or not. Later. Sorry.
God, Blaine, why does everything like devolve into like feats of strength with you?
Because that's all I know. I have no personality.
Can you stand on your hands?
Can I stand on my hands?
Yeah.
I don't really have good balance, but you want to try?
I mean,
Sure, why not?
you could try. I feel like strong people can hold their own weight upside down.
Talk
Did you see?
while I'm doing this.
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
all
your
talk about
form.
doing it. Do you see the gif of that woman who was like stretching? She was doing like some weird yoga pose, but she was like doing a handstand essentially, and her legs were curled up back over behind her head, and she did like a push-up like that.
Oh my God.
I cannot imagine the amount of strength you have to have in order to do that, and balance even.
You're not getting.
You're too this. You need to be more this.
I saw a video of. Brandon, take care of it.
All right, no, Gus.
No, Brandon, you do it, Brandon.
A video
I'm
of
too
that.
valuable for the company.
One of the women who completed the Ninja Warrior course.
Oh, yeah.
She did a backflip on the red carpet at the Emmys
I
in
saw
high
that.
heels.
That was fucking amazing. Well,
Am I grabbing your ankles?
Yes.
Brandon, what are you doing?
Okay. So, no. So here.
Look at those arms.
You're like,
Wait. You got to leave him balanced and then let go.
All right, when am I gonna let go?
Now.
All right, so that didn't work out very well.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to balance. I don't have a good balance.
So I guess you never focus on like any
those-
kind of balance stuff. I went to the doctor fairly recently, and it was like for like an annual physical, doing like blood work and stuff. And at
Finger
one
in the
point,
butt?
huh?
Finger in the butt?
No finger in the butt. I'm not that old yet. But at one point, the doctor looks at me and goes, "How good's your balance?" Like, "Oh, it's good. It's good." He goes, "Why don't you stand on one leg for me?" I was like, "Yeah,
What?
sure, right away." And like I stood on one leg. He's like, "Hey, put your leg out." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was having a lot of trouble. I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "My balance is supposed to be really good." He's, "Yeah, that's what happens when you get older. Your the fluid in your inner ear becomes more solid, and
Fuck.
your balance isn't as good." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, he just destroyed me.
He
What
could've
was the point?
Yeah, he could have told you that instead of putting you through that
He
like,
was like-
existential crisis.
He was like, "Oh, I guess you should do some like balance exercises. Try to see if you can maintain your balance for as long as you can." I was like, "I'm really depressed now."
Is
they
it for
just
your
put
health?
more-
Like, do you have to get better, or is he just being like, "You're old, asshole"?
Maybe just trying to remind me that I'm old and I need to fucking take better care of myself.
Can't they just shoot more fluid into your ear?
There should be like some kind of replacement
I feel like
fluid,
over
right?
time, if it evaporates, just put more in, like a car.
Or just like take the old one out, like you get your car oil changed,
Yeah.
you get your ear oil changed.
Doctors.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What's he concerned about, though? Is he concerned that you're going to be walking and just fall over?
Maybe.
Well, now you're aware of it, so you're probably gonna fall more. You'll be coming down the stairs like, whoa.
I almost ate shit outside the bungalow the other day.
On the
For
wooden steps?
Absolutely no reason. On one of the steps, just my shoe just slipped out from under me, and I reached out with my left arm. You know, there's that little fence right there,
Yeah.
and I caught myself. And if I hadn't caught myself, my head would have just gone right back onto the steps.
Oh. Was anybody there to witness it?
No, nobody was there.
Damn.
But I felt so awesome after I caught myself. Like I just shot my arm out and like stopped myself mid-fall. I was like, that was pretty awesome. But nobody saw.
Nobody saw.
I saw Alan eat shit the other day.
Alan Muhammad?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
He always falls down. He like cut his arm open.
He's an alcoholic. He drinks all the time. He's drunk.
We had a meeting in the bungalow, and we were leaving, and he's got that stupid Razor scooter, and he got on it, and I was like, "Oh, you look really cool, Alan." And he started scootering away, and he hit his front wheel on the scooter, hit a pothole, and he fell face first. And it was like he skidded on his face in the parking lot. And I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And he like rolled over. He's like, "Yes." The worst part is you just told me how cool I looked on the scooter. He's like, and I immediately face planted.
That is awesome. I think the coolest thing I ever did was there were two dudes about to push me into a swimming pool. We've been like chucking each other in the pool all day, and we were like scrapping, like we were trying to push each other in, and they both pushed me like really hard, and I was like over the water. I reached back and I grabbed them both, like they were wearing t-shirts. I grabbed their t-shirts and I hung over the pool. And then I pulled back and I swung them both in, and I was still outside the pool. I was like, "Who saw that?
Momentum.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like a pendulum. I came back and they went
It's
in.
like a video you'd see on Break or something.
Yeah.
Or
it
Jackie
was,
Chan
back in the
movie.
day.
It was awesome. That was like one of the best moments of my life. Probably.
It's all been downhill since
So I was
then.
probably 12.
I love those moments, and then you always have to just play it off cool, because the second that you're like, "What?" and then
Yeah.
it's not cool. Like, well, I mean, nobody's there for it, but like whenever you're taking a shower, and you're washing your valve, and your like soap slips, and you just like catch it, and then you just go
Yeah.
back. You're always like,
It'd be so cool if you could kind of theater mode your life once you were done. Once you're on your deathbed, just cut together all your best moments that no one has ever seen because no one was filming it.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
I remember there was one time some kids were playing kickball, and I was walking by the base, and some kid just kicked that bouncy kickball. And
Bouncy kickball.
I can't talk today. I stuck my arm out and just like stopped it right in its place, and everybody saw it, and they're like, "Oh, whoa!" Like, it looked really cool, and I felt really cool. But like, I swear to God, I like tore my shoulder, and my hand was on fire, and I was like, I just poured my drink.
You missed.
Listen, I
I
just
don't
woke
think
up.
anybody saw that because it was in the tight when Blaine just spilled his Topo Chico all over
All over my
himself.
socks. I just woke up like an hour ago. So
What? I think I told the story of the hole in the cliff before on the podcast. You went on it though. There was this hole. I was on holiday, right? Every year we used to go.
Vacation.
I was on vacation. Island called Tenerife, right by Africa.
Okay.
Canary Island.
Side of the worst aircraft disaster ever.
Yep. 2 planes hit each other. Everyone dead. There's a cliff. I wasn't involved in the plane crash. That was in the 80s.
gotcha.
There was a beach, and there were 2 cliff walls. It was like a tiny, crappy beach. Just pebbles. Nobody was really there. But me and all the friends who I saw every year, we just go down there and like shoot the shit, hang out. And we noticed there was this hole in the side of the cliff, like way up, like almost 100 feet up probably. And we'd always try and throw a stone in this hole. And we would just do it, like as we were hanging out, just someone would throw a stone and then nothing would happen for 20 minutes, someone else would try. This probably went on for about 4 years. And then one year we were like, we've got to get a stone in this hole. We
How
just
big's
have
this
to-
hole?
It was probably like this,
Okay.
way up, like pretty crappy odds.
Yeah.
And then we just like suddenly focused on this hole. Everyone was going, like people were throwing like probably 20 stones missing. I found a chair, plastic chair that had been dumped on the beach. I snapped the leg off. And the way it was, the chair like kind of came up like this into a curve.
Yeah.
And you know, Highlight has it's the sport where you like win
Yeah.
stuff. So I just eyed it up and I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I put a stone in the chair and I just went, and it just sailed straight into the hole.
Oh.
And everyone was just like, ah. It was like, it was the coolest moment of my life. Like just when I almost got pushed into the pool.
I'd like to
They all
imagine.
cheer for you, and then they moved on like 15 seconds later. to something else.
And there was a girl there that I really liked,
Yeah.
and she was
Did you think she
loving
was
it.
super impressed?
She was loving
Was
it.
she?
Yeah, she
I like
was
to
really
imagine like a
impressed.
bunch of bats just like streamed out, like they start attacking your group.
I'd probably hit a bird's nest or something.
Some birds like, I got the perfect place.
Yeah.
No
The
predators
dodo.
can come here.
It was just so far up, and everyone just watched it like get smaller and go through. It was like,
It was just a swish.
yeah,
So what happened with the girl?
nothing.
No.
Nothing happened.
Oh.
I had a proper movie moment the other day. Meg was out of town once again, and I was asleep. And I guess my face was right on the very edge of the bed, like my mouth was open. And in my dream, I think Meg like kissed me on the mouth or something. And I was like, that's a nice thing to wake up to. I just assumed she was doing it in real life. Woke up, wasn't Meg, she wasn't in town. I was just like this. My cat had, like got up on, like climbed up on his back legs, and he just put his paw in my mouth. It's like he was reaching into my mouth to like get my tongue or something. I was just like, it was disgusting.
I would love to know
It was
like
gross.
what the thought process the cat had
Yeah.
that led it to do that. Like,
Wake up and stroke me.
it's like I've never touched his tongue. I'm gonna try that.
He was just so accurate. I don't think he touched anything else on my face. It was just like straight into my mouth.
I've been doing
Gross.
this.
Did
gonna get
you
sick
immediately think about all the times it like walks around in like a litter box?
Yeah,
Ugh.
I washed my mouth hard.
There was so you mentioned Meg, and it made me think about the story I read earlier today, where there was a Japanese cosplayer who took photos with a live 37-pound octopus
Oh.
for some reason, and it's just like her with this giant, looks like a tentacle monster.
Oh.
And it's alive?
Yeah,
How's it not grabbing her? And
yeah. I was wondering the same thing. Apparently, it did cover her with squid ink though.
Is she naked?
So then she was
It's
basically
hard to
just
tell.
acting out like every person's like vision of
I mean-
hentai. Then
Should be covered like down there, right? I mean,
they couldn't have
Like-
put the octopus the right way up. You know, his anus is out in the middle of that photo.
Well, yeah, but all of his like suckers are out too. That's what like makes it more titillating.
that's a good word. You talking about your cat? We have a dog who is also named Gus. No relation.
Who's we?
Live action. It's
Y'all have a dog over there named Gus, and this is how I find out about it.
yeah. He's a really good boy. He's a really good boy.
Better than Gus?
10 out of 10 doggo. So
12 out of 10. We rate dogs.
yeah, he's really nice. And I've been doing this thing for a week where Ellie, his owner, will put a handkerchief around his neck every now and then. She does like a yellow one. For whatever reason, I have a ton of handkerchiefs. So for a week, every day for like, every like 3 hours, I would switch out the handkerchief and not tell anybody and just kind of like be at my desk and just watch. And people are like, oh, did you switch out your hanky? And like everyone was like really confused. And at first it was like a cute, like, oh, who did this? And then people were like, who did this? Like, Gus, who's doing this to you? And they're like really confused. But yeah, that's Gus. Yeah. He had like black, pink, yellow, blue, and red.
You do the weirdest stuff secretly.
But he's so
You
cute.
have the weirdest ideas.
And he was the perfect accomplice because he would like
He wouldn't tell anyone?
Yeah, he wouldn't tell anybody, and I would put him on, and then I'd be like, okay, go, and then he would just be like, oh no. Yeah.
So did you go out and like buy all of these like handkerchiefs specifically for this reason?
No, I have. I carry handkerchiefs around just because it's like they're just perfect for like I was like driving one time and my hair kept on getting my eyes, so I like pull it back. That's when I had longer hair.
Wait. Are you serious?
Yeah, like a little Rambo bandana. It wasn't like the Betty or whatever Rosie the Riveter. It was like the.
Why do you need like 8 different ones?
Well, so I had 2 because they come in packs of 2, and then I can't remember. I had a pink one in my thing for like I think it was like wardrobe or something else, and then I went to wardrobe department and I was like, hey, I'm doing this stupid fucking thing. Can I borrow some handkerchiefs?
Do you ever put them in your back pocket?
No,
Sticking out?
I heard that sometimes.
Some sort of signaling there?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you
what
have
you're
them like
into?
to signal what you're into, like what you're looking for?
Right, so I know that's
a
a thing, and then I also know it's like a gang thing too. So
what is that? Like,
I think the combination of color and which pocket butt cheek you put it in is like an indicator of.
you want to get fucked?
what if you're colorblind?
Or you want to fuck? You want to fuck?
Yeah.
What if you're colorblind?
Yeah, and you don't know which comment. Like, it's an accident.
Then it's like potluck, man. It's like, I don't know what I'm going for, but I'm gonna get it.
I'd like to imagine there's like some mechanic somewhere, like a real salt of the earth, like Republican dude, and then some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey, you wanna blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Because his handkerchiefs is.
So a much better story than that. Have you seen that We Rate Dogs Twitter account?
No.
Where it's like people send them dogs and they rate the dogs, and
Out of 10?
all the dogs they rate are like 12 out of 10.
Sometimes they don't do dogs. It'll be like, I don't know, a lizard.
And
Your dog.
someone got mad at them and tweeted at them and wrote, "Your rating system sucks. Just change your name to Cute Dogs." And they asked, "Why are you so mad?" He said, "Well, you give every dogs 11 and 12. It doesn't make any sense." He just replied, "Oh, they're good dogs." It's like, it's a perfect response.
Yeah.
Any of like the airport security clearance stuff that I pay for is like a stupid expense. It's unnecessary, but it's convenient. Like,
I need to get
What's-
TSA pre-approved.
Yeah, so I've got pre-check and clear. It's like I've got both. Like you could probably make do with one, but
You
What does
can make
Clear
two with
do?
one.
clear lets you, so you don't have to show your ID. Use biometric scanning, and once you scan in, you cut to the front of the line.
They like literally walk you up to the
Yeah,
front
they
of
walk you to
line.
the front of the pre-check line.
Next time you're at the
That's
airport, just take a look. It's like a big blue light, and it's like a kiosk machine, like a
Is that in
red
Austin?
box machine.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's only in certain airports.
It's only at in Austin. It's only at checkpoint 1.
That's the new one.
The one off to the
I
left.
never go. That was always the busiest.
I only go there now
Yeah.
because I can get.
I
through it.
probably can't even do that anyway.
Wait,
Foreign.
checkpoint one's the busiest city, Austin Bergstrom?
Yeah.
No, middle one is the one that you
Middle one's always empty when I go.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
the one
I
that's
think
always
the one that's empty is 3.
3. Yeah,
3 sucks.
3 does suck.
This is the worst conversation we've ever had.
When you ever fly into the Austin airport, you get all the inside information.
Boring conversation.
I
I was at the airport when I was flying out to New York the other week. There was an old couple in line, like getting ready to board right by me, and we're getting ready to get on the plane. They're about to start boarding, and there's an announcement over the loudspeaker that's like, "Mr. Jones, come back to security checkpoint 2. You left your cell phone and your ID."
Michael left his phone.
And the old couple standing there, and then after like 2 seconds, the older woman like elbows the man. Is like, "That's you. They're calling you." And he's like, "What? Oh, okay." And he like left. It went back to security. So how were you gone for that long? Like you don't realize you're missing all your shit. Wi-Fi hotspot.
If there was a system in place where you could, say you have a gigabit, and you could separate,
I've got a gigabit.
and you could separate off 100 megs of your connection.
100 megs. I'm illustrating.
All right. Thanks
I've
for
got
the
100
illustration.
megs and 900 megs.
And that then became public Wi-Fi. that was completely separate to your network, and then everyone did that,
Yeah.
and then that was the free Wi-Fi of Austin, would you do that?
No.
But even if they said
No.
you get half price
No.
internet, you wouldn't do it.
Why would I do that? I don't want people using my internet.
But they
I
wouldn't.
don't care. No, I do not want to do that.
All right. What about this? You have a gigabit now. Do you?
Yes.
Say they upgraded it to 1.1 gigabits. Would you then give the
No.
0.1?
It's all mine.
What if it was only?
Is
It was
it-
only going to be used for like emergency
ridiculous.
services.
No.
Is it
like
because of a
citywide?
No.
Is it a security risk that you don't want
I
to?
just want to share with anyone.
Yeah, but
You were that kid in the sandbox
you'd be
that
getting
just
paid. You'd be getting a discount.
But I'd have to share.
Gus, do you have any?
So you have to share now. You're only allowed a gigabit because you're sharing with the rest of the city.
But that's more than most people.
Is it for anything like right now? If you have solar panels on your house, you actually make money in the winter because you sell energy to the city.
Right.
So if you had solar panels at least and you weren't using that energy at all, would you sell it to the city?
He's making money. He's getting something.
Yes. Because there's no way to really stop that anyway.
There's not.
Yeah, it's not.
What if there was? What if it was your choice? Then like Gus, do you want to give back to the community?
Oh, no then. I would save it all for me.
I feel like you
But you don't need it.
You
right.
hate people.
I would use it. I'd
With
find,
what?
I'd plug in 2 treadmills and 2 lights.
You hate people and the environment.
Yes.
If everyone else except for you and Esther and your dogs were wiped off the face of the planet, you've got the whole of Austin,
not
the
the
whole of the
pun.
world
Yeah.
to yourself.
Not your wife.
Would that be all right?
God, that'd be so
Yeah.
awesome.
But
Forgot about
there'd be
her.
no services.
That does kind of suck. So I'd have to like grow my own food and stuff. But I guess I could live off of like canned food
For a while, yeah.
Yeah, you could just go
Non-perishable
around and
stuff.
slowly exhaust all of the canned food from every area that you go to. Or
There's
you
a lot
could
of
live on a
grocery stores.
farm.
Oh, then I'd have to work.
You can go out
Yeah.
to Becca's farm. Just got a bunch of onions out
Yeah,
there.
but the onions don't grow themselves.
You're set. Onions for days.
I don't think you'd like it.
I don't know.
You need people in your world. You should care more about people. You should give up part of your internet connection for my new system of free Wi-Fi
But
across the
if
nation.
I give up part of my internet, I don't get food.
What?
Like, going off of your example, you say I need people. You're right. I do need people. But if I give them 100 megabits, that doesn't give me anything.
Well, maybe people would be more productive if there was Wi-Fi everywhere they went.
I think they'd be less productive
Why?
because then they'd be distracted looking at their phones and shit. There'd probably be more car crashes.
They could do business.
I'm doing this for your good.
They could be sat on their laptop doing business in traffic.
Then they'd be outside. And they'd be outside of my place, like, oh, this guy's got gigabit. It's
But
fast.
it wouldn't be them connecting to your internet. It would just be, it'd be shared. It'd be like everyone's beaming internet from all of
But
their
you
routers.
said I was sharing it.
You're sharing a segment to give out to the. Forget it.
Is there ever? I was thinking about this the other day. Is there something that a while ago, not like too long, like 5 years ago, seems like super antiquated by today's standards? Like, for instance,
The first iPhone.
Foursquare.
no. So here's my example. It's more of like a social thing. So
High fives.
stop. My
You were talking about like the antiquated football
Yeah.
stadium, and it made me think about something I saw over the weekend. Did you see? I guess when Adrian Peterson got hurt during the game on Sunday. I guess
I'm assuming that's football.
yes, NFL. He's with the Vikings.
I don't care.
Talking
You're the
about
worst job
he-
ever.
He got hurt, and they had to take him to the locker room.
Yeah.
And I guess the Vikings have this new stadium, and they realized that the fastest way to get him to the locker room is he had to go through a restaurant in the stadium. So there's like footage of people like in the restaurant. They see Adrian Peterson coming through like limping. He's being carried by trainers, and everyone gets their phone out, to like film him. It's like, is it really that poorly designed that he has to go through a fucking
Yeah.
restaurant to get to the locker room?
Christ. That's bad.
That's bad design.
But it's a good view though, the restaurant. You
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
pay for
this-
those
they-
things somehow.
They got really close. And who's eating at the restaurant? Like while the NFL game's going on, like who's in the restaurant? Like, oh man, these nachos are really good.
Fucking
like you're in a
millionaires.
fucking stadium. Like,
Yeah.
that's the most expensive food you could possibly eat because you have to buy a fucking NFL ticket to be there.
There are competing high schools in Texas that are spending like $60 million on a stadium. The other one's paid like $65 million. These are high school stadiums.
Alan, looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Katie, Allen.
Allen, I fucking love this. So I went to Allen and I didn't go to high school there, and I'm kind of I love people from
That's a
Allen, but they
place?
also kind of have this. What's that?
It's called Allen.
Allen, Texas.
I
It's my
thought you were
old,
talking
it's
about
my
someone.
old, my old hometown that my parents live in, but I don't go to school there. Anyways, they had won state championships. Oh wow, he's walking through the That's so sad.
He's going through a restaurant. People are taking
Oh,
photos
and they
of him.
got like he's getting filmed by like a Steadicam. That's not like some kid's iPhone. That's like
Right, yeah, no, this is
NFL's
like the
covering
NFL
that.
coverage.
That's rough. Well, anyways, they've won state championship like a couple of years in a row, I guess, or whatever. And they got funding for this huge stadium, and everybody's like just jerking their dicks off in Allen because they think they're like fucking best. Their stadium didn't pass some sort of code, and it was like this millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff, and it's useless. Like they can't use it for a season. Because,
What?
Yeah, because
They can't just fix the issue.
I don't know. It was like some sort of structural thing.
I read
Someone's getting
Safe.
fired.
there's I
laughed.
heard of a similar issue. In Seattle, Microsoft built that huge campus for Xbox, right?
I think I was out there the other day.
Well, they've got a huge like campus where like all the Xbox team is, and all like a lot of first-party software development. It's a beautiful campus. It's huge. If you've never been there, they've got like restaurants and stores. It's like a subdivision, right? Like strip malls and stuff.
Nice.
Apparently, when they were getting ready to open it, the city of Redmond Fire Department would not give their parking garage approval to be used because the roof was too low. Their fire trucks couldn't get in.
Ooh.
And they'd already built like this multi-level underground parking garage.
Ugh.
So the solution was Microsoft bought short fire engines for the city of Redmond.
Yeah, I guess that would be cheaper.
That is the cheaper solution.
Wow.
Is you buy short fire engines to fit into the parking garage.
What do those look like? I wonder if they're like tumblers from Batman, where they're like tanks. They're like little, like wide.
That's one of those ideas. They're probably in a conference room, like, damn it, how much is it going to cost to tear this down? Or like, and then some idiot in the corner is like, just make the fire truck smaller. You're like, brilliant, that's brilliant.
It's probably like an intern just
Yeah.
like handing out mail. Just make smaller fire trucks.
Get out of here, idiot. Wait a second.
This is what we needed. All right, I'm going to read one more thing here.
Why is that weird?
Because
That's not weird at all.
it's just like, why would I don't know.
Like a nice personalized, like ultra custom gift.
For her?
Yeah,
He's saying one of her.
Oh, for her to have,
yeah.
not hang above my bed.
What?
I thought you were confused about the idea of getting her a gift in
Yeah,
general.
no,
I
that's
was
that's
like,
cool. I should absolutely do that.
The only thing I ever give her is dick. We have that drawing I was talking about here.
That's exactly what it was.
I love that she even drew you dreaming of Meg.
Because the bottom of a paw is kind of soft, like lips. Oh,
The cat's like batting at your mouth, and
Yeah.
your mouth opens. It's like, oh my god, it's happening.
Like my cat is an indoor cat. He doesn't go outside because when he does, he chews my hand off. But so his paws are still really like kitten soft, and it felt really nice.
I just like how the cat in the second frame, the eyes went all red, like it was just like killer robot Terminator, like trying to choke you.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Let's tease what we're going to talk about in the post show, though, right?
Why?
Because
What do we talk about in the post show, though?
I don't know.
Normally, we don't know. That's the thing.
I know.
So,
What do you think
Blaine,
we will talk
tease what we're going to talk about in the post show. That's a great suggestion.
I want to talk about conspiracy theories. I like talking about
We
conspiracy
can
theories.
get into that. So, if you don't know, we broadcast the podcast live on